Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good moment in time in this present moment of now. Oh my God. So look at this glorious sun behind me, guys. It is so amazing. I didn't even know it was going to shine that bright behind me when I started the live. So holy crap, it's totally it's totally in alignment, guys, with our heart energy. This message is bringing forth greater alignment and insight for your soul's journey, and it's a beautiful message about showing up sorry, showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself. And what does that mean? It means standing in your truth. It means expressing and embodying that which is in your heart. It means following the path of excitement, following the brightest light, the brightest path, that which excites you. And that is all found in connecting and aligning to our heart space, guys. I see a couple people on. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Hey, Amy, thank you. So I do want to send out extra gratitude and thanks and light to Amy because she texted me this morning, and it's amazing how we can perk each other up. And I noticed that she inboxed me, and we just had a short little conversation, but it was beautiful, and it was an engagement of one another's light. And in that, she activated my light because I was going for my run and I was a little bit tired. And then after that quick little text, I felt a lot more enlightened. So thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. Hey, Leona, can you guys hear me okay? Before I continue? Oops, hopefully I don't cut out or get any calls. I forget to shut my don't disturb off. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, because sometimes my headphones out in the woods, they act up. But regardless, I guess I guess I got to continue anyways. So today's message is about shining our light. When we show up for ourselves, we shine our light. And what the beautiful part is that spirit just literally told me right here, because I had these thoughts going as I'm running, and it's like, nope, stop right here. So I followed that guidance, and that light is right above me, and that light is the same light that is within you guys. That is what you are. It is the sun is the physical marker, the remembering, the activator of your own heart center, which is God's source energy and pure light. And what was really exciting as I stopped right here is when we shine our light, when we step into our truth, when we act on our excitement, all the shadow work and fears, they're transmuted simultaneously. We don't even need to go looking. So many people um, do all of this shadow work, and that is meant to be for their timeline where they're at. But what I want to say to you guys is all of that is done automatically as you step into your light and shine your light. Because as you connect to something within your heart, those fears and doubts are going to show up automatically, and you're going to have to go work through them. Like all of my Ria's on the runs, my book, my messages, my cards, all of that was the most exciting, beautiful energy I connected to. But in order for me to step into that and shine it, I had to overcome and transmute tons of doubt, worried about how I was going to be judged, worried about how I was going to be criticized, worried about if someone was going to perceive it in the way that I intended. But none of that was my job. That is none of our jobs to worry about how we're received or perceived or looked. When you're aligned to your heart and you are showing up for yourself, you are exactly in the greatest alignment in this moment of now possible. And I just thought that was so beautiful because any fears, any darkness is going to be it's going to be illuminated. Those energies as we shine in those corners, in those dark spots, in those little areas, as we get brighter. Yeah, we're going to expose more little things within our energy that just want to be seen in the truth and love and light that they are. It's so beautiful. And when you show up for when you show up for you, when you stand in your light and express it, all you do is illuminate that and create even more abundance to be reflected back to you guys. It is so amazing and so beautiful. And yeah, it does call for vulnerability within ourselves. It does call for courage and strength. And holy son of a bee, I just feel that energy from that full moon in Leo as like it really anchored us into our heart space. And I know you might have even felt a little tweaking, a little loosening up, a little pains. And all that was cracking open to expose more of the illusions, the distortions that we have been embodying that we weren't even aware of. So as bright as your light, as deep as you go. But that is all beautiful, and it happens simultaneously. And that all has to do with us merging. Even that analogy or explanation shows how the light and dark are working together in symbiosis. There's no more separateness. Even in doing your shadow work, it's not a class you got to take per se now. Maybe in the past we did. But as you tune into your heart space and shine and step and claim and own your light, regardless, that shadow, any little residual shadow work is going to present in the light. That's how the opposing forces are working together. We don't need to take a course on light. We don't need to take a course of darkness. All is called for us is to tune in, align to our heart, connect to our truth, follow the follow those guidances of excitement and joy. And in that, yeah, we're going to be faced with any lingering fears, and that's beautiful. But no, the excitement is your truth. And this is what really hits me up, and I've really had to truck through it so many times in my life. So this is what trips us up sometimes, guys, is sometimes we can think of past times where we thought we were so aligned to our heart and holy hell, shit hit the fan. Our world came crumbling down. And this is stuff that I've done many times over myself. Followed my heart and said, what the F was that about? Obviously, in following my heart in those circumstances, I was holding on to an expectation. So I had to release that first of all, and I had to gain a greater trust. But what it was really about, sometimes when you follow your heart and you don't get back what you think, pure joy and love and bliss, but you do, just not in the way you thought, because that experience taught you more about yourself. It allowed you to even shine greater through the contrast or through the disappointments or through the pain, through the suffering and through the letdown. It allowed you to connect and embody more light within your heart. And I just I'm at awe at how beautiful our light, our soul's purpose, our higher self, our God self operates. It is so beautiful. But it's also reflecting, this message is specifically reflecting the merging of opposing forces. So they say in life we're going to always experience polarities. Yeah, we're still experiencing, but guess what? They're operating as one. Greater power, unity. No more illusions of separation. Um, there was something else. There was something else I wanted to share. Huge call in stepping into your lion or lioness. Huge call for speaking your truths and illuminating and shining your light, guys. Huge, huge opportunities for that as we step into that light. And when you show up for yourself, like when I do a live or I do a reading or I choose to align to my heart and I just show up, that light is always going to carry you. That God source energy is always there for you, and it's always going to carry you, and it's always got your back. We just need to trust. So this could just be a little message as well for someone to just trust. Just trust. That light, your pure God source energy, you're not going to F it up. You're not going to flub it up. God source energy operates in light. You guys are that pure light and love and God source energy. So whatever path you take, that light is going to carry you because ultimately there is only love. So allow that to bring you solace or peace or um, energy to know that no matter what path you take, we can take a longer one or a shorter one. It's up to us. That light and that love will never fail us. Never fail us because you are love and light. You're emanating that and you're paving that path. And the more you step out and show up for yourself, the more you're going to take the quick route, the expedited route. You're going to reflect that abundance, that love, that peace in your world more and more and more and more. The more you step up. And it's scary as effing shit hell. I don't even have the words to express it. But holy crap, you're just going to be that much stronger and shine that much more. And the time has come, guys, for you to experience all that you are in this physical world. When you show up, it's not a time of just showing up and having to say some things and be compassionate for others. It's about receiving for ourselves as well. You've come to live that new earth, that heaven on earth, that golden age, the time of Aquarius. All of that piece is to be lived through you now. It's not a dream. It's not something we got to die to experience our heaven. It is all through us now. And wherever we share our awareness, like you guys are the ones creating this message, we're reflecting and activating one another through showing up and taking action, little actions even. What Spirit was also telling me on my run was when we show up for ourselves and follow that inner guidance, it can be something as small as Go buy yourself that extra delicious treat at the store, or go treat yourself to a gourmet meal at a restaurant. Go have that spa day. Spend money on yourself for that massage, that reading, that I'm gonna say that book, those cards. Because a lot of people, even myself, I have denied myself so much in the past due to a lack of belief. And now we're stepping up the game to step into our power and to show up for ourselves by delivering ourselves and giving to ourselves, not just others. Because when you give to yourself, you're giving to others. So there was also a message in stepping it up and giving to yourself. Give to yourself, damn it. So many times I'll go shopping and I'll see clothes, or I don't do my nails. I don't, being a hairdresser, I never, ever, ever, ever have, never treat myself and have my hair done. Very, very, very rarely. So it's about giving to yourself and letting go and transmuting that lack mentality, because God source energy is limitless, it's eternal. And when you give to yourself, you're shining more of your light and you're creating more of that abundance. So I just wanted to leave that as well. Some of you guys need that massage, you need that spa day, you need to treat yourself to some essential oils, crystals, whatever it is for you. Go car shopping. Yeah, maybe you can't afford that car you want right now, but open up to the energy. Go look at some car lots, truck lots, and just start feeling that vibe and connecting to it. And I got to end it with this one little story. So, back in the day, I'm going to say 2009, 2010, Hummers were really, really popular. You guys know Hummers, right? And I was driving a Chevy Avalanche. And whenever I would see a Hummer, someone who drove an H2, not a Hummer as in the H1, because my belief system wasn't totally there yet, but the H2s, I would go park my truck next to a Hummer, and would say to myself, I'm absorbing this energy. And lo and behold, within a short amount of time, traded that truck in, got a brand new '09 H2. But I did trade two vehicles for one, but it was so worth it. And then one other thing, just about when you feel you're not quite there yet, just immersing yourself in that energy. So I really, when I lived in Vermont, I really wanted to live on the ocean, and I wanted to live on Old Orchard Beach. And there was a little street named Old Orchard Road in near where I lived in St. Albans, Vermont. And I would take that path and tell myself, oh yeah, I'm just driving up to my house on Old Orchard Beach. And lo and behold, within a year, we moved to Old Orchard Beach. So those things matter, guys. And play in that, because it's also a time to embody that child, that fun. And that's another thing that's merging right now. The child is merging with our adult energy. They are one. Make it fun. A child has no problem making their wish list for Santa. Well, guess what? We should have no problem making our wish list for God. So I just find that awesome. Oh, I do. Yeah. So Amy was sharing with me that she did hair too for 15 years, and she does her own. So yeah, like, and oh yeah, me too. I'll do my own little highlights. And once in a while, I'll go to a cheap place to get my ends trimmed. And you know what? I don't know. I guess also, is that really worth the money? There's always in an exchange. So ask yourself, is it worth that? For me, skimming my ends really isn't worth it. I rather put, my resources to something that matters more. So it's always a balance too. It's like, ask yourself, is it worth it? Don't do it just to do it, but is it worth it? And is it really what will bring you pleasure? So it's about, today also, it's about bringing yourself pleasure, but humoring that child within as they dream, as they visualize, as they imagine. And even my, like, Ria's on the runs, it is fun for me to stop and deliver a message. I love tromping through the woods or the beach or wherever in town, and stopping and having the blessing of technology where, holy crap, I got a smartphone. Thank God it's smart, because I'm certainly not technical, where I can just hit a button and go live and touch so many people. So you guys all have that availability before you now too. So it's just amazing, and also showing that gratitude and thankfulness for everything that does make life awesome right now. All right. Fear of rejection in your own self can be, oh shit, crippling ain't the word. Yeah, Leona, I've experienced such crippling effects, but yet I work through it. But boy, it was hard. And in normalness, I am confident in who I am, but it was the information that I was delivering, and I know that was also based on another timeline where I was rejected, punished, persecuted. So even those things that don't make no freaking common sense, rational sense, that you're afraid of, no, it's just because you are literally clearing and healing the other timeline where we took that energy on and had the repercussions of it. It doesn't, because there was no reason for it to even make sense to me or be rational. And we are connected to all time through that portal, our heart space, that sun. We literally are everywhere all at once. God's source energy is everywhere all at once. It's not um, limited to time or space. So know that as we heal now in this moment, as we step in and shine our light and show up for ourselves, we're doing that for all of our other timelines. And in that, we're also receiving the support from those timelines for our path now, where you're receiving gifts, abilities, knowledge, wisdom, and insight from whatever energies that you connect to. All right. I think it'd be cool to end it with just taking a breath in to because that sun is so bright. You can either focus on that or close your eyes and tune into your own heart space, and just taking a second to tune into your own light within. Oh my God, that's showing up. Everything is available in the moment of now, in your breath, through your focus, because your God source energy, what you focus on, you create, it grows. So why not connect to the highest frequency available to you now, in this moment of now, and allow it to guide you and speak to you? And know again that the living God is in your physical. And that's another huge message. Again, no separation between spirit and the physicality. We operate as one unit, and that's why we are stepping into greater power, guys, because we're operating in one unit. Opposing forces, the dichotomies, the contrasts, the yin, the yang, the black and white, the sun, the moon, are all operating in unity together. We have dissipated and transmuted the illusions of separation big time. I'm not saying it's complete, but big time. All right, guys, so just take a nice deep breath in. Breathe into your center, the sun within. The sun above my head is that marker of that sun within you, always shining, always there, always has your back. Take a little more breath in and a little more, and hold it. Let it carry you. Every time you show up for yourself, every time you give to yourself, it's got your back, because in reality, there's nothing but love. And exhale. All right, guys, may you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.